Hey everybody, I'm here today with a video of myself caulking this exhaust piece to this exterior brick wall. Now this is the exhaust piece for a bathroom vent, a bathroom fan, and as you can see it has been PL glued to the wall, and I just wanted to add some caulking to it to make it look a little bit better. Now as you can see I'm using a tube of caulking, and it is the sort of the tube that you don't have to put into a caulking gun, but it all depends on the amount that you're using. I also have a wet paper towel and a dry paper towel that I will be using for the cleanup process. Now, the first thing that I do is I take that tube of caulking and I just run it all along the perimeter of the metal piece. Now, the reason that I'm putting so much is because I want all of the caulking to cover up that glue for the most part, and I don't mind doing some extra cleanup, or if it looks a little bit messy, just because it's on the outside of the house and it's not supposed to be a cosmetic piece. Now, if you want to do a really good job, you can go a little bit thinner, but I don't mind a thick bead of caulking for this specific application, just because I don't mind if it looks a little bit messy. I'd rather it cover up the glue than to look perfect and have some of the glue being shown along the outside. So now that I'm done applying the caulking, and that was a really quick process, what I do is I actually just take the wet paper towel and I dab my finger in the wet paper towel. Now, a wet finger is the best way to smooth out caulking. So as you can see, I just take my finger, I dab it in the wet paper towel, and I just run it along the bead of caulking. It smooths it out really nicely, and it gives it a relatively nice finished look. Now, I'm just trying to make everything look nice and smooth at this point, so I'm just trying to clean everything up, and I don't want to remove too much of the caulking because I want it to do its job, but I do want to remove all of the excess that I sort of put on that around the perimeter of the metal piece. So it's just a simple process. I'm just cleaning it up very simply. The main goal of this was to seal everything with the caulking and cover the glue and just provide a nice seal around the exhaust piece. So as you can see, there's a lot of caulking, a lot of material that's coming off of where I applied it, but that's simply because I just wanted to cover everything up. And it does look pretty good when it's done. As you can see, I've done 3 of the sides. It's a relatively quick process, and I will tell you that paper towel is also one of the best ways to clean up your finger once you have finished with smoothing out the caulking. So as you can see, I'm just going to go around the perimeter once again. Make sure that I'm covering all of the glue up that is on the brick and sealing it completely around. And then I just have to basically leave it with some time to dry. So I'm using the dry paper towel to actually clean up my forearm there, because there was just a little tiny amount of material of caulking that had ended up on my forearm. But a dry paper towel is one of the best ways. As you can see, I'm cleaning my finger. One of the best ways to clean up caulking from your skin or your finger once you've finished smoothing everything out. Very, very simple. Or a wet paper towel. I mean, both of them work, but the wet paper towel is what I was using to smooth everything out and wet my finger. The dry paper towel is very useful for actually just cleaning everything up. And that's basically it. These are just the finishing touches. I'm really just going around and using my creative and artistic mind to make everything look as good as possible. I know that it's not the best looking job that I've ever done, but I didn't really care about the cosmetics of this. I really just wanted to get it done and nice and smooth and completely seal that perimeter of that metal piece. So once again, this is just a bathroom fan vent exhaust portion, and it's attached to the exterior brick wall. As you can see, I've used the paper towel to clean up my hand completely, and that's basically it. What I will do in just a moment is I'm going to grab the camera and I'm going to give you a little bit of a better look around the other, from a different perspective of the exhaust piece, just to show you what it looks like from both sides. But that's it. It's a relatively simple process. Grab the tube of caulking, apply it around the perimeter of the metal piece, dab your finger in a wet paper towel, use your wet finger to smooth it all out, and then what you just want to do is you want to clean everything up with a dry paper towel. It's one of the best ways to clean everything up. And that's it. You can use this method for pretty much caulking anything outside of a house, especially if it's on the exterior and you don't mind, creating a little bit of a mess, just like I did. If you want the main goal to be sealing it, this is the method for you. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.